Hi guys, a very good evening. Masquera say. So we have been at church and we couldn't come live because of that. And I just need to come and talk this evening because we have a lot of issues up to 2023 which we need to address. So we cannot stay away from you for much time. So the reason why I have come is because Zimbabwe is being led by clueless people. We have people who don't know what needs to be done while leading this country. Why do I say so? Zimbabwe is losing money. They are paying people like the Javas, the varakashis. They pay them a lot of money. And I'm very happy that my brother Chatunga Mugabe raised this issue and said Zimbabwe is wasting a lot of money paying varakashi, money to rakasha us on social media, paying varakashi to do its PR work. We have a lot of people who are being paid by ZANU-PF to set a certain narrative and to do a certain lies to the people of Zimbabwe, to tell certain lies to the people of Zimbabwe. Yet that money can be used to buy clinics, can be used to buy equipment at hospitals and so forth. So for you to understand that the people who are leading us are clueless, they are paying $500,000 a month, $500,000 US dollars a month to a certain company, so to a certain American lobby firm. And they started when Mnangagwa got into power. So just imagine paying 500,000 US dollars, 500, for them to go and just lobby for the removal of sanctions. This money can be used for something which is very, very important, like you can use it to resuscitate your hospitals, to make sure that you have functional hospitals. So ZANU-PF, instead of them implementing reforms, stopping human rights abuses, making sure that they don't capture the judiciary and state institutions, and making sure that they don't loot resources, they are not stopping doing that. They have decided to pay a lobby firm for them to survive. And at a certain point, Nick Mangwana was asked why the government of Zimbabwe was doing that. And here is his response. I want you to hear how he responded and what he said.
Tell us about this development.
What I can only say is that Zimbabwe is leaving no stone unturned in its efforts to ensure that the illegal sanctions imposed upon the nation are removed. So we are doing everything that's possible, everything that's legal, to make sure that the livelihoods of Zimbabweans are improved. And we can only do so if we can trade freely, if we can be able to sell our minerals at the appropriate price on the open market, rather than to go using third parties and so forth, losing money and buying things and selling at a premium. It doesn't work. So we need sanctions removed. So as a nation, and as a responsible government, we are deploying all these efforts to ensure that we can achieve the aspirations of Zimbabwe.
But Mr. Mangwana, government critics are saying that this is a waste of money because the country is facing a severe drought. Why pay lobby firms?
It's not a waste of money to ensure that investors invest in your own country. It is not a waste of money to ensure that our goods can be sold at the right price on the international market. It is not a waste of money to ensure that our bankers and our banks can also secure finances on the international market at reasonable interest rates. That's not a waste of money. It's not a waste of money to ensure that our agriculture is well funded, our mining sector is well funded, and we have investment coming into this country. We have skills transfer in this country. When we put money to ensure those things are happening, that's what money wasted. But if you want to talk about waste of money, it's a waste of money to board a plane, to fly all the way to Washington, to call for sanctions to be imposed against your own country. It is a waste of money to be creating fake news, even videos, even some other props, which paints the country as a very unstable country, as a country which is a jungle. That's a waste of money, but not the way the government is deploying the money right now. I think that's appropriate.
But some are also saying, Mr. Mangwana, why not just go the easier route Washington has made it clear that it wants Zimbabwe to respect the rule of law. It also wants some white farmers who lost their land to be compensated. Is it difficult to do that?
Your question is premised on the assumption that Zimbabwe is not respecting the rule of law. And that's the wrong premise to be coming from. Because Zimbabwe is respecting the rule of law. Zimbabwe is reforming its democratic space. Zimbabwe is reforming its own legislation. We are aligning every piece of our legislation to our own constitution. And that's the benchmark. Is Zimbabwe doing anything outside this constitution? No, it's not. So once we do that, that's what we should be judged by. And it's not a waste of money. This is the appropriate thing to do. The sanctions have been imposed for different reasons, and the benchmark has always been moving. You know that those sanctions were changed, the goalposts were changed, all the time. And these sanctions, how long have they been there? The data came in 2001. Now we're in 2019. That's 18 years, right? 18 years. So do you think we're going to wait another 18 years or we'll do everything that's in our capacity as a government, as a responsible government, to ensure that the generations that we are losing because of sanctions will not happen again? We will not lose another generation like we've lost another one. 18 years is a long time. The person that was born in 2001 is voting if we're going to have elections this year. Then we can't let that happen. We have to act responsibly as a government. And that means invest whatever we can invest to make sure that the people that are being born today will have a future, unlike those who were born in 2001 and later.
What?
So you have heard Nick Mangwana speaking here. He was defending the government position to pay 500,000 a month to a lobby firm, a United States lobby firm. And up to today, there are no results. They've been paying this money since 2018 and 19, 20, 21, 22, 4 years, paying 6 million a year. 6 million a year. And it's now how many years? 4 years. If they have combined that money, that is 6 million by 4 years. 6, 12, 18, 24 million. If they had put $1 million at each and every hospital, we would see massive development. If they had put 2 million at hospitals, we would have 24 divided by 2. That is 12 hospitals which were going to be equipped with radiotherapy cancer machines. That money is worth 12 radiotherapy machines, the money which they are paying a lobby firm. So instead of them implementing reforms, they are busy paying a lobby firm. You will see that at the end of 10 years, that money will be enough to pay some white farmers compensation. So you cannot solve the problem by creating another problem by double dipping. Just combine the money they are using, the money they are wasting. So you can actually see that these guys don't think. What they are now doing today to say, we want to back our currency with gold, we want to use the gold coins, they would have backed our currency with gold. They would have stopped the direct selling of gold to international markets. They would have backed the currency with gold. What it means is everybody who wants to do these transactions, you can sell your gold on your own. That was very, very easy and doable. But they made a decision to pay my lobby firm, wasting money every month while our hospitals are incapacitated, while our hospitals are not functional. So you can actually see that these people are the people who are not serious. The money they are paying Vanu, telling a good story about Zimbabwe, what. These are people who are being paid monthly, vachipiwa mafuyo fuel coupons, vachipiwa motikari, vachipiwa allowances, they could travel all over the world. These are the people who are traveling, who are doing all sorts of things, just to be paid by the same government which is failing to deal with the issue of sanctions one day for all. Why is the government of Zimbabwe not sitting down with Washington to say, can we sit down? Why is the government of Zimbabwe not asking everybody to come on the table and negotiate the Zimbabwean issues? Why is the government of Zimbabwe not willing to put the electoral reforms to make sure that we go to the elections freely, without any impediment? It means they are benefiting from sanctions. This government we have is benefiting from sanctions more than anyone else. So when you hear them saying we don't want sanctions, what they are actually lying. They're completely lying. Why? These are the people who don't care about us. These are the people who have been in power and who have been failing for a very long time. And they have that attitude of blaming other people, of pointing at other people. So when you are a parent, you have to take responsibility of your actions. When you fail, don't blame other people who are not involved. Do your thing and don't blame other people. So we have a government which is not responsible, a government which cannot